With more and more people working this day and time, sometimes in life, there just seems like there's no balance. Do you ever find yourself saying, there just is not enough time in the day? If you find yourself saying that, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about 5 ways that you could potentially maximize your 24 hours. With that being said, let's get into this. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Patrick Logan, and if you're new to this channel, please make sure you go back and watch the intro to see the type of content that I'll be putting out on this channel. And if you like that type of content, please make sure you like, share, subscribe, and click the notification button so you get the most updated videos when they actually come out. Now, today, I want to talk about some things dealing with our everyday life. How many of us wake up on a day-to-day basis and we find ourselves doing the same thing over and over and over again? Sometimes I find myself falling in that same category, and it's not something that's easy to get out of, but it's something that you can work toward getting out of. Now, I have a few points that I want to actually present to you today, but it doesn't mean that these points will actually help you get out of your situation, but they may be a start for you to actually start implementing something within your own life to help you actually come out of this situation. So I'll share what it is that I do, and maybe it'll be a help to you. This is my number 1. Learning to think before you act. I want you to do something. Ask yourself a few questions before you make a commitment. If you can learn to ask yourself a few questions before you make a commitment, then you may be able to determine the outcome of what your life will look like in a few months before you actually commit to something. A lot of times we can do ourselves a favor by avoiding things that take up unnecessary time in our life. A lot of times we find ourselves just doing things and we question the things that we do, but we don't want to hinder our progress with others, or we don't want to disappoint others because we've already made a commitment to something. Do you ever find out sometimes that when you make commitments, it may conflict with some of the things that you've already done? If you find yourself doing that, take a little time, scale back, think about what it is before you're going to actually commit to something. And it may be something that you don't need to commit to. Okay? Number 2, time management. This is a big one. A lot of us, we all have the same 24 hours. I don't get any more time than you get in life. So within that 24 hours, sometimes we can become complacent and we can sit around and do nothing, and we can forget about what we should have actually been doing. One thing I would like to say to you right now is learn the importance of your time. Within that 24 hours, maximize that time. Do something with your time that's going to benefit you in the long run. Hey, just taking out a few minutes to interrupt. If you like this information, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button. And do me a favor, let me know what you think, or maybe some things that you implement in your life in the comment section down below. All right, now let's get back. Another thing you got to ask yourself is, what am I spending my time on? Are you spending your time on things that are necessary? Or are you spending your time on things that are pleasurable? Necessary things, we know that you have to go to work, and if you have children, you got to take care of your children. If you're at home and you're cooking and preparing food and different things and such, those things are necessities. But a lot of times we find ourselves doing pleasurable things. Things like watching too much TV, staying on the internet too long, gaming, maybe on the phone too long, just things that will burn up our time, and that's time that we'll never get back. So maybe you should reassess that and look at it and say, hey, let me get a grip on this thing so I can maximize my time, because time management is very important. Now, let's look at number 3. Planning ahead and creating a to-do list. What do you mean by this? Creating a to-do list can help you plan things beforehand and allow you to actually create a visual of what it is that you could potentially be doing versus what you are not doing. Now, we have a lot of devices readily available to us. You have smartphones, you have smartwatches, you have notepads, you name it. You pretty much, most of us have those devices readily available. And if you have those type of devices readily available, you spend a lot of money on those devices. Utilize those devices to their full potential. And I have to say, give a shout out to my wife. Thanks, babe, because I'm trying to do better by this, because she really tells me all the time, hey, you have an iPhone. And I understand what that means. Utilize it. All right. So if you have these devices readily available, do you create a to-do list? Do yourself a favor. Create that list and allow that list to be something that you actually go by. Because if you go by that list, how do you know you will not potentially have more time at the end of the day versus waking up the next day doing the same thing over and over again? My fourth point is learning to say no. I think that get a lot of us in trouble. Things that we can say no to sometimes, or should say no to, we don't. Sometimes being committed to various things, it can help you learn time management, but it can also easily get you in trouble or take too much of your time. For example, you have a child and you know your child is very, very athletic. And every time a new sport come around, you put your child in that sport. But you find yourself saying, I don't have time to take you here, and I don't have time to do this, and I don't have time to do that. Or your spouse may be saying the same exact thing. How about you just play basketball? Baseball season is next. We're not going to do that. You can play soccer. That season that you missed, maximize your time, set yourself up for the next season, and your child will be okay. You make the decisions in the house anyway, and you know what you need. A child doesn't know what you need. They just know what they want. So do yourself a favor and learn to say no. My final point number 5, utilize your weekends if necessary, maybe 2 to 4 hours, to potentially get ahead. Wake up early while your kids are asleep. If you have children, or if you don't have children, just get up early and put in 2 to 4 hours of what it is that you would potentially do during the week, and use that time to get ahead. Also, don't forget to make time for yourself. When making time for yourself, it'll benefit you. It'll allow you to relax. It'll allow you to think about what it is that you need to do and think about what it is that you're doing. Now, if you can implement these things in your life, these are only 5 things that I try to implement in my life. Am I saying that they're going to be the say-all be-all? No. But what I'm saying is they may help you create a more balanced life, or these things may help you get started in creating a more balanced life. Start today. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate. Come home today, sit down, take a little time for yourself when you have that time, make a to-do list, and start doing it today. Maybe tomorrow's the first day of you start doing it, but you have started if that's the case. So when you're making those necessary changes, do them today so you can have a more stable future for tomorrow. How about that? And I think that you'll enjoy that and it'll be beneficial to you. So once again, thank you so much for watching. I know some of you probably are coming from work or going to work and different things and such. Be safe. Do me a favor. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and enjoy the rest of your day. And with that being said, I'm out. Have a great day. I love you, and peace.